Hi ATEEZ Society, welcome back to the Anti-Social Pin, and today we are checking out ATEEZ's, that's difficult for me to say, there's lots of sounds there, Promise. Now, I'm checking this out on its own because it does have a music video. That being said, the music video is only posted with Mnet. So will the video end up on YouTube? I don't know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, but we'll at least get to listen to the song. We should be able to. Doing this on its own, I know that it comes at like the end of the album, technically. From what I've been able to gather, there is like a bonus track that I think is just on the physical albums that may or may not be a pre-debut song. Fill me in the comments. I'm just going off of the brief little bit that I've been able to gather, which obviously isn't a whole lot because I don't want to have too much context for what the songs are about before I react to them. But keeping that in mind while going through the song, that there is like more to the story of this album before this song. So I'll have to retroactively talk about it a little bit more once I check out the other songs on this album. But I feel like we may get a little bit of a difference between Say My Name and this one. I feel like we're gonna get a different vibe. But I do like that we're getting a song called Promise, because one of the things that I got from their first album was this idea of them saying, hey, we know we're saying that we're gonna do all these things and we haven't done them yet, but if you join the crew, if you go on this journey with us, even though it's going to be a long journey, if you come along with us and give us the chance, we will keep our promises. So I think that it's interesting to then have their first comeback have a song that is specifically called Promise. So I'm assuming we're going to get into some of that. So excited to see what the song has for me. Of course, we're going to be checking out the song first and then music video. So again, how much of this is going to be on YouTube? I don't know. I won't know until I try to upload it. I don't know what's going on with these pictures because everyone's given model face except like Jungho, who looks very put out by this whole situation of having these characters clipped in his hair. Don't know why he's so put out. And then we get to, you know, who's just being a cutie pie. And then look at this absolute darling. Don't you just want to squish his cheeks? But like everyone else is serving looks. So I don't know what the decision process was for these particular set of pictures. It just makes me laugh. Okay, let's get into Promise. Ooh, fun. I feel like all of their songs, I'm just like, that's a fun synth that we're choosing. I feel like Shaker coming in. Oh, okay. First off, you gotta start with, you know, vocals. You already got my attention. You got my attention. But I love that we're bringing in some of the imagery of sunset again. We had that in the first album as well, when it was like this kind of like celebration of, I don't know, getting to the goal. It was twilight, right? But I see sunsets a lot of the time as ending points. But it seems more like they're saying like, hey, we got to somewhere. Like an ending of a day is not necessarily like completely over. I see them describing it in this way of like, we have gotten to a checkpoint almost, if I could be like a little bit of a nerd in terms of like video game imagery, but like getting to a checkpoint to be like, hey, we actually got to dry land. They're talking about like being on this island. If you're talking about being out at sea with all the pirate imagery, and them saying, hey, we had this opportunity to have gotten somewhere and to have a bit of a rest and a celebration. And we're getting some of those like upbeat, dancey synth vibes that is very like reminiscent to me of Twilight as well. So I like them pulling that thread through. And there was one lyric, we had the night. I like the like sunsets people go through more cold, like again, like being like this darkness is cold, but it was the like stars one, because we've had star imagery already with our lyrics. Yeah, we're stars for each other. That's so cute. That's such a cute little lyric to end off on his kind of part. But very true, like I've said before, like them saying we want to get to the stars as being like heights that we're going to go off and like navigating by the stars in terms of like nautical imagery. If you're on a boat, there's nothing around you for you to use as landmarks, so you use the stars to navigate. So them saying, hey, we're stars for each other. We're going to help each other, guide each other through whatever we're doing. Talking about in the first album I checked out of having very much this feeling of, hey, we're going on this journey to go after our dreams, to go after what we want, to go after what's important to us, our treasure. What's your treasure? Come along on the journey with us, not as like just passive bystanders watching, as like observers, as active participants. Go after the treasure that is in your life, the thing that matters to you the most. So I love bringing that in of like, we're stars for each other. That's so cute. I'm just gonna start again. I'm just gonna start again. It's cute. The snaps too. Love that hum he put there too. A little like bounce in his voice there. He was like a little bit of like a cry, like break in the middle of it. Love that little break in his voice. It's fun. Ooh, the vocal runs a little vibrato. I also love the like back-to-back, watching someone's back, making sure that you're protecting them, right? Like this idea of being on like equal footing too, right? It's not like ATEEZ and then ATEEZ, right? It's not like there's an imbalance there. It's always this feeling of togetherness, of being hand in hand, right? Which is also like being in the same place, being at par with each other, and then also saying like being back-to-back of, hey, I'll watch your back, you watch mine. This is gonna be a cute one, isn't it? This is gonna be a cute one. Oh, I bet the lives are for this are so good. I think there might be choreo because we got a music video, but like I bet just live performances of them like in concert, I bet this is so cute. Dang it, I'm gonna have to start adding lives. I've already have a bit of a list started because people keep telling me in comments of like different lives I gotta check out, and I understand, I get it, but always when they get the cute ones for like fans, I'm like, dang it, those ones get me. Love the one step at a time too. I know I'm interrupting. We're gonna go back to that build up. Dang, I was like, look, stole my heart with the vocals there, like pulling back the production. And then someone's like, hang on, I'm just gonna hit a falsetto real quick. And then this drop is gonna crash in. Dang, yeah, no, I need to see a live performance of this. Because probably it goes wild with a beat like that. Nah. Those gorgeous keys. Ooh, the vocal run. Oh, Mingy, sir, I'm gonna need you to take a step back at all times. I'm gonna need you to give me space. But I love this, the vocal melody of No One Take You Down. Like they have that falsetto, right? Flipping way up, like thinning out their voice for the take part. And then they step down to sing down, right? It's like the lyric. So I just love the imagery of that being in the actual vocal melody. I also noticed that we got some like heavier percussion that was part of that build up before we actually got the drop. It was a great way of adding in that beat before you got that crash in. And I love the image of being like shining stars, like bright stars. It's so cute. Like in the darkness, we have this darkness imagery of like sunset, and it's good. The night is darker and colder. I'm not worried because I know that you can do it and all that stuff. So it's cute. It's real cute. I don't know what I was expecting because I feel like I went through the B-sides of the first album and I was like, oh, this is a lot cuter than I was expecting because of the vibes I got with Pirate King. Even Treasure has like an epic feeling to it. And then going through the guide, I made some notes about the fact that we have a demon line and that there's some stuff going on. There's some growling involved. I've been informed that there is barking stuff. I've heard there's stuff when it comes to live performances. And I was like, oh, I think I have an idea of what I'm about to wander into, and it scares me a little bit. But then getting into the B-sides, I was like, this is adorable and y'all are so cute. And I just want to give you all hugs and tell you that you're doing a great job. But also getting to like holla holla and then say my name, again, drastically different than what I'm getting with this. And I have to remember that this is like at the other end of the album, but it's so cute. And I just love it so much. I'm gonna hear this chorus again though. I know it's gonna come again, but oh, a little vocal run he puts on Promise. It's a good little vocal run there too. Ooh, I love that we pulled out so much of the production. It was just that like really heavy beat coming in. I love getting the wind imagery, just sneak and peek at the next lyric. Already had that earlier in their lyrics too, of comparing their fans to being like wind in the sails to help move you forward. And then I love all this shining as bright as a star and then having Miki pull that image forward again. And I love pulling back a bunch of it production wise because you have this huge lift in the production going into the chorus. Pulling a bunch of it back grabs attention again, but I feel like it also creates a little bit of a different dynamic, right? Like it shrinks the scope of the song, and I like having that afterwards, especially since this very much feels like a song for their fans. So it shrinks that scope, brings it in to a more like closer like heart to heart feeling, but then also having a voice like Mingi's, who's a bit of a deeper, darker tone to his voice. I think that it fits well to pull out some of that production because you're really condensing down the energy of it, even though he has a lot of energy in his delivery. Again, it's just shrinking the scale a little bit, which I like. I love flowers bloom, swallow the darkness. Love his fast delivery there too. Aww. Why are all of Honjung's lyrics the cutest thing on the planet? Especially since this is the picture and I just want to squish him. Especially since, again, I checked out the guide and I saw some moments and I'm like, oh, he's just a soft boy, isn't he? He just has the strongest like dad energy and I can't with him. I can't. Am I gonna go back and listen to both of them again? Maybe, okay? You can judge me all you want. This is my video. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. Love the snaps. But always hug you tightly. Cute. This part though. Oh, that drop's so good. Wait, the vocals in the back. That like, ooh, that's so nice. Ooh, okay, first off, having like a guitar coming in and then having the like marching drums again, pulling forward that element, right? Because we had that in Hala Hala. I'm like, Hala Hala, at least the performance, we had the marching coming through. Oh, my brain is malfunctioning. I listened to them too close together with Say My Name and Hala Hala. Anyway, we had that earlier with the like marching drums, like the higher drum sound. So I like bringing that in and then having that little, I don't even know what sound it is to end off his verse as well. Also love the imagery of like flowers blooming and growing and like fighting back darkness. These like points of color and life and beauty and taking sunshine and light and using that to grow, right? I love all of that imagery there. Ooh. Sir, if I don't want to interrupt, I don't, but like, I was just gonna say, I love that we're getting a little bit of Jungho's like lower range in it, like this like really strong chest placement for him, because I feel like for a lot of the earlier songs, at least that I've heard so far of the singles anyway, him being in a little more of a belting zone, a mixed zone, because he has that power, right? So when you're getting something like Treasure, you want like that energy of his voice. He has a lot behind it. It's like I was saying with having Mingi's voice of being like a little bit of a darker, deeper tone, it just condenses the space that he's filling with his voice. Even if he has a bunch of energy to it, it just brings people into the way that he's talking. Whereas Jungho has a lot of power to his voice. It fills up a lot of space, right? Like you can put him into a stadium and he could fill that stadium with his voice, right? That's a very different energy dynamic. And we got that with that like belting note, but I like that we're getting some of that like lower tone, like a bit more contained sound from him as well, because again, it's bringing us in a little bit closer to the conversation, the words that he's communicating. So I like getting to see some of that in this as well. But that belting, sir. Especially on down, getting that higher belt. Whew, I hear those ad-libs. Ooh. I thought we were done. Nice. Nice. Love that, especially having that, like, again, those la-la-las of being something that are very easy for an audience to follow along with. Collective, like I was saying, I want to see a live performance because it'd be so much fun to see the crowd interaction and them kind of communicating. Having that energy of singing this very much feels like talking to ATEEZ, and having the direct feedback of getting to communicate that with them and like feeling the energy of this song as performers is probably a lot for them. But I also was thinking, no, I didn't want to interrupt, but also on Jungho's, on his part where he's singing a little bit lower, you can almost hear how close he is to the mic. Like you can hear a little bit of like residue coming through like the pop filter on it. And I think that that also shows how he's subduing his voice a bit. It's just like a little thing that I noticed on re-listening to it. But I love that so much. It was so cute. It was so like wholesome. I love that this is them being like, you are also going to go on this journey. There's lots of things that are going to happen along the way of uncertainty and things that are scary, and all of that is there going to be obstacles, right? And saying, hey, I know at least I will be here for you, right? I'm going to watch your back. I'm going to hold your hand. We're going to go through this together. You're going to see us succeed. We're going to see you succeed. I love this collaborative feeling that they have with so much of their music with their fans. I just think that it's so cute and it's so wonderful, and I love it. Am I ready to see visuals for this? Probably not. They already have my heart already. So anytime that I actually get to see them, it's just like there's something I need to contain myself a little bit. Am I ready for this? Probably not. I don't have any captions on this, so don't come for me for that. Also, I noticed because I was like, hang on, I think that I recognize this. And I scrolled down and apparently this was filmed in Moscow. That's cool. Again, using cool locations for where we're filming. Just love to see it. Excited. I would think we're probably going to get more of a performance than strictly storyline related things like we got in Say My Name. Again, there's probably some storytelling in it, but excited to just see some more like performance stuff from them. And they're actually near water. Oh my God, sorry, I forgot that that's what we were dealing with, right? No, silly me for forgetting that. Hello. What? Sorry, not to be like annoying immediately, but before we gotta I was like, I thought I saw your cute little smile of them all huddling up. Oh, that's so cute. I'm gonna start over again so I don't interrupt and be annoying. Cute. But again, them huddling up and like being with each other. Oh, even if they're just like little smiles, you can see them like cracking up. I love that so much. They made eye contact, didn't they? Couldn't keep it together. What an absolute cutie. Sir. Ooh, love that spin out. Ooh. Love like moving through the cutie pie. Love seeing them like moving through the formation and them activating as they're interacting with Seonghwa. Love that. Love that spin on that like snare sound too. What a cutie pie. Ooh, the coloring in this. Ooh, love that we got a spin on that drop, but I'm just like, there's so many points of them just like being cutie pies, which I get part of them is probably putting that in because this is more of a performance. Also the promise thing, right? It's not fully like the intense performance stuff that we're getting again in like Hala Hala and Say My Name, right? But I also love just getting to see them like cracking up. You watch some of them and they're like not directly the center of attention. There was like the one with Uyang. There's also Seonghwa at one point was not able to keep it. There was like a cut right before one of the scenes with Hong Jung where I'm like, he was about to crack up, wasn't he? And they cut a different camera angle. I'm like, probably because he couldn't stop himself. I love getting to see some of that coming through of them just like having fun. That's what I've been saying in a bunch of different points at them, getting to see them, especially like their first album, seeing like some of the behind the scenes of Pirate King and Treasure. I'm like, they look like they're just having so much fun and they're just so excited to get to be performing, and obviously took a little bit of a serious route with the singles for this album. But I love getting to see some of that too. You could tell that they're just like having a good time, and it's so cute. But they keep like switching them back into performance mode, and I'm like, I don't know how to feel about that. Y'all don't come for me. It's Demon Line, isn't it? I just clocked. I was like, it was San who was like being dramatic, and then it was Seonghwa, and I'm like, hang on a gosh darn minute. Don't come for me. We're being cute. And then I looked over. Speaking of Demon Line, you sir, unnecessary in this. I just looked over. Captain, sir. That smile right there? No, sir. I pointed at my own screen like you could see me. I'm sorry. That spin? So good. No. Unacceptable behavior. No. Ooh, the like shoulder isolations. Love that tableau there too. Ooh, love that on the beat. Sir. And the look, I just finished saying in the last video, Say My Name, I'm like, there's something about an all black outfit. And it was about you. And you're gonna show up in sunglasses in an all black outfit. We're being cute. I need y'all to stay in the cute zone, okay? Be like Jungha. Just cute little smile, little finger heart, just coming through and being a cutie pie. You know, he was being a cutie pie. Just stay in that lane, okay? I'm gonna need you to pick up that lane and stay there. This song is real cute. I need you to not shift on me. Love the arms like flowing afterwards too. No. Cute, the like line follow the leader almost. Oh, follow the leader because he's the leader. Oh, Captain. But oh, see, thank you for being cute. They got little smiles too. Ooh, I love that because his line too is even if the roads are blocked and then he's like able to guide them, they like move out of his way. Love that. Hang on, a gosh darn moment. I'm sorry. What is this outfit? What's going on here? You gonna put Yosung in that outfit and then you're not gonna make him center? That's interesting. That's interesting. Noted. Filed away. Ooh, love a good hand detail. Don't smile at me, sir. Love that spin so much. That's so good. With the drop, too. Don't smile with your cute dimples. Oh. Cutie pie. Love that stomp on the beat too. See, thank you. Yeah, no, going back. No, don't raise your eyebrows at me. Who was fixing their wardrobe? Not to go back. I was looking at someone other than Mingy. Was it Sun? He's fixing his wardrobe? Just like the back here? Hey, do what you gotta do. Ooh. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt vocals that were happening, but I also noticed he has like the name tag thing clipped on. Is this related to the name tag thing? We had some of that in Say My Name as well, which people have told me is connected to a fan thing, like it was given to them by fans, made by fans or something. So that's part of the reason it's incorporated into the video. So is this connected to that somehow? Is it just fashion? I don't know. K-pop does weird fashion things. But that like kick back with the jump when we get into that last like drop into the chorus, excellent. Oh, there's like 2 kickouts. Cute. Cutie pies. Little dance. What a cutie pie. Ah! Sorry, go back. Your song, just let me have this. I'm sorry. What? No. One, don't be a cutie pie, but also, no. There's too much happening here. No, absolutely not. Uh-uh. I was trying to look at too much at once. Cute. Who just, not to go back, but who's hip bumping people? Oh, it's Captain. Oh, their smiles are so their smiles. The peace sign up in the back. Cute. That must have been so cool to be one of the people who got to be there and like see that. I was noticing, I'm like, yeah, we're performing like out in the open and there's lots of people there. Must have been so cool to do that, especially since they had earlier, right, filming for Pirate King and Treasure, where they were also trying to navigate being in those public spaces while filming. Now doing that and having people around who are like fans and cheering for them and like probably know who they are. Like that must be so cool to have actual like ATEEZ there who are like cheering them on while they're filming something. Contrast to having done that on location filming before. Their smiles were so cute in this. I love that there were so many moments of them just getting to do whatever they wanted in the performance. Like little dances and being freeform and just like even seeing them like cracking up like they couldn't keep it together even from like the first few seconds. Love that. There's also some really cool things in the choreo as well. I'm sure that there's either like a dance practice or like other, again, live performances that I want to see and check out, that I'll be able to see the choreo a little bit more than like the camera angle switching around and stuff like that. But I love them too much. I need to calm down. I feel like this would be okay if I was like a year in to being a fan. If I was deep into going through the discography, fine, whatever. I'm not. I'm like a few tracks in and I just feel like they own my soul, and that I need to calm down a lot from that. I need to just like reel myself in a bit. That was a really cute video, except when it wasn't, but that we don't need to talk about that. Okay, there's unnecessary for them to be coming for me in a video that's supposed to be cute. Okay, it's supposed to be them just performing and having a fun time and doing what I was assuming, if I do the math, was a trendy dance at the time. I'm goofing around and just having fun, and a really cute song too, like lyrics wise. Love the beats in it and the production stuff going on with it. From the choreo that I saw, it was really cool. I love the spin. I love a good synchronized spin, but there's just something about having that spin with the arm detail in it as well, just making that movement really explosive to go with that drop, and the like double like kick out, and then they do a jump as well, and I'm like, there's so much happening in the last chorus that's going on. So I love to go and check out the choreo in a little more of its entirety than what I got to see in this. But just, I love getting to see them just like having fun and smiling and joking around. I love getting to see the dynamic between them. I said this before when I checked out the behind the scenes for Pirate King and Treasure. I was like, I like seeing the dynamic between them early on. And obviously they've known each other to varying ways before that, right? Some of the members knew each other prior to being put into ATEEZ and all of that. But it's great to see some of that camaraderie really early on, and just seeing them having fun and being excited to get to perform. And again, it must have been so cool to be doing on-site filming and actually have people there who know who you are compared to what they did at the beginning, right before they debuted. So getting to experience some of that and get to kind of share some of that energy in that setting must have been so cool for them. And I don't know, they're so cute. They're just so endearing, and I love getting to see some more of their music and all of that. So hopefully all of that ends up on YouTube. Who knows? I will find out. I will endeavor to do my best to get it to be on YouTube. But I hope you enjoyed listening to that along with me. You can click this playlist to go into my previous reactions, or you can subscribe to me next time I post an ATEEZ reaction. I will see you in the next video. Bye.